Hello everybody, and welcome to STOWE Aquarium. My name's Kelsey, and I want to introduce you to our channel. This is going to be a way my wife and I can keep track of everything we do fish keeping related. And as you can see, we've got this 75 gallon here. This is a community cichlid tank, and right now I've got it stocked with 2 pairs of Apistogramma cockatoides, and I've got the 5 angelfish, which we're looking at right now. All these plants are live, and it's something that I really like to do in all of my tanks. You'll find out more about that as the channel continues to grow. But today, I've got to take a few plants out of it. The aluminum plant back there isn't fully aquatic, and it's really been irking me. So it's something I gotta nip in the butt. I'm also going to be taking apart most things. I'm going to be taking apart all the caves here and redoing them because I want to set up a little bit more of a rake so that we can get a little bit better of a viewing angle throughout the entire bottom sight line of the tank. The extra thick substrate here is something that I've seen in one of the aquarium co-op videos. Specifically the store that did 0 water changes, and I really wanted to adopt it. I do water change this tank. It's just something, if the beneficial bacteria does grow deep enough, I can see it as a huge benefit long term. Let me get started before I continue to talk anymore, and we'll get at it. Quick addition before I start. The air isn't something I typically run in any tank. We're only running it in this tank because I'm currently medicating. I do have a quarantine set up, but I actually use the 5 angelfish to cycle the tank. Everything's worked out well, and all fish except for one of the Apistogramma cockatoides, which I believe we brought home a little sick, has made it. Let me get started now. Quick addition. I'm sure you're curious why I stopped and replanted everything that I just ripped up. Well, upon taking apart this red rock cave, I had found the larger of the 2 females has already laid eggs, and I think big boy over there has claimed her. Damn plug. Yeah, daddy. So he kept coming over when I had my hand in the water. I saw the eggs and I decided to port mission. I'm gonna continue to pull the plants. I said I was. Try and rescape a little bit, but I'm not gonna take things too seriously, as what I wanted to happen has already started. Oh, we've got a standoff. I'm not sure which male she bred with. This is the smaller male here. She's picking at him, so I'm assuming he isn't the one. Here's a big guy, and usually he chases him all over the place. So I did get all the aluminum plant out. I needed to trim my rosette swords a little bit too, waiting for that to grow some more roots before I try and replant it somewhere else as well. I tried to move all the stuff that's going to get tall into the background, leave the foreground with the shorter plants except for the crypts. I do like the way they look, and it's cool when the fish swim through them in the foreground. Let's cut to a different tank now. This right here is our 10-gallon pea puffer tank. That's the small one. That's the one that we still have not confirmed whether or not he eats. I don't know if it's focusing very well on him. It's quite small. One of his larger siblings is right there. If I could focus in on him. Get closer over here, you can see a comparison of... Oh, nope, I scared him. These fish are my wife's favorite fish. These are the only ones that we have not named yet, and it is because they're just too hard to tell until they mature up a little bit. We've added snails to this tank. They still have not started to eat them, but the snails have started to lay eggs all over the glass. I think there's another set right here. And I actually saw a snail trying to drop another set. I tried to replant it into the 75 gallon. It didn't quite work. The pea puffers are cool. Definitely an interesting fish. Always looking around. Definitely interested in its surroundings. That's one of the good eaters there. This has a little bit of that aluminum plant. I transplanted everything just to try and help share some of that good bacteria. Down here is the quarantine. It also happens to be a ghost shrimp and snail tank for now. I'm not a big fan of the ghost shrimp. I bought them because I'm used to Crebensis eating them. I had a pair that bred for me and they used to snack on them as they cleaned the tank, but that isn't the case with any of the fish that I've got in the 75 gallon, at least yet. So for now, this remains just here, open, ready for new fish. I've got one more tank to show you, and I'm gonna wait for my wife to show you the last. Here's my last tank. Well, the last one that I'm going to introduce. This one's got 2 fiddler crabs. This is a 5 gallon tank that comes with its own filtration system, which is not currently installed because it needs it to be completely full of water. I also have a female crab back here. Let me see if I can get her on camera. Yeah. My wife loves these crabs. A lot of my hobby has to do with trying to incorporate her, and it really makes things better for the both of us. As you can see, this guy's flailing his little crab arm around her, his big crab claw, trying to get the attention of the little one. She's just sitting down here. But I'm glad to see him moving around. He's been kind of scared since we introduced the new crab and kind of rearranged things with some real wood so that he can get some more surface area. The last one's going to be duty of my wife, and I'm not sure that's going to make this edit, but I want to thank you so much for stopping by, taking a look at our fish tanks. Please leave a comment if you've got anything you'd like to add. Think you can do something better than me, please just let me know down there. I'd love to learn what you've got to teach. Thank you and have a good one. Bye-bye. Here's my